Hello everyone. How have you been? Today, I want to speak about something very important that I really and deeply wanted to be as an eye opener and a heart opener to all the people who are close to me, be them family or friends or even anybody else who will be watching this. So, today's topic is going to be about limiting beliefs. So, since we are born and we come to this world from day one, from the time you have been delivered to this world as a baby until you are 7 years old, all the things and the programs and the learnings and everything you're being taught from 0 to 7 years old goes right through what is called your subconscious mind. You do not have filters, you do not have analysis. Everything that is being told goes exactly as it is. The negative, the positive, the right, the wrong. You are literally being programmed and conditioned by your family, your society, the school, anyone or anything you are watching, listening to, and this is how you shape what is called beliefs, what is called identity, what is called personality. At this age, because you are not filtering, anything that has been told to you that is shaped you in a way becomes your functionality later on, becomes the program you are working with later on, even without you being aware of. We as humans, we are operating by two minds, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is the mind that is doing the thinking. The subconscious mind is the operating system, which we call the body. For example, if you're walking down the street and you had a thought, do you stop walking so that you think about the thing you're thinking about? Of course not. So how does this work? When you think about something, you already have your subconscious mind in operation doing your walking. But the thing is that your subconscious mind is not only doing the walking, it is doing hundreds and hundreds of other functionalities, like what is going on in your autonomic nervous system, your digestive process, your circulatory process, your body regulations, your other million thoughts that you are not aware of, which are primed and conditioned by whatever that has been installed into you back then. Fun fact, 95% of your day is operated by the subconscious mind. Another fun fact, 70% of your thoughts are background thoughts that you have been conditioned to from your subconscious mind. Another fun fact, 24/7 through the 365 days you are operating this way. The things we keep telling, for example, why I'm saying this, because I was speaking with a family member and I was explaining what does it mean that energy changes matter. And he was telling me, yeah, this helps me be optimistic that if I think about something, I will feel good about it, so maybe things will change in my thoughts. What I see is that because of the limiting beliefs that we have been conditioned to and that we have and that we are not aware of, we do not have the will to believe in what we can do. For example, sort of limiting beliefs could be, I'm not good enough to lead this business. I'm not good enough to have this sum of money in my bank account. I will never have, 10K a month. I can never buy this car. I can never get this house. I need to do 1, 2, 3 so that people will pay attention to me. I need this amount of likes or comments or whatever so that I would feel loved. I need to do this so that I would feel loved, so that 1, 2, 3 would happen. There are millions and millions of limiting beliefs that we are not even aware of. But our duty to ourselves is to catch those limiting beliefs. And there is a very funny and nice practice, is that whenever you catch yourself thinking of a limiting belief, you say, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. I reject this thought. Change. I am not that. So you can choose and consciously start training yourself to change those limiting beliefs and be aware of what you're thinking step by step. That's one thing. Another part of what I want to speak about is that this topic of what does it mean that energy changes matter. If we go back to what happened back in time before the creation of this universe, the Big Bang Theory, everything was intact all together. Everything was one. And then when this explosion happened, things were scattered everywhere and things were separated. But there is a field that is uniting everything, and we are a part of this field. We are connected to one another. We are connected to the universe. Every single particle on this planet, including us humans, is connected by this energy, because we are energy. We are made out of molecules, which is made of atoms. The atoms are made of protons, neutrons, and ions. What are those made of? They are made of energy. If you can imagine them as, like, because they look a little bit like the solar system, if you could imagine them like the solar system, and the proton is the size of the apple and the ion is the size of a salt, and see, like, there is like 7 miles between them, and there is this space between them, but this is not a space, this is energy. And you are made of molecules, atoms, protons, and neutrons and ions. You are energy. The source is energy, and everything is connected, and you are connected to what's outside of you. The concept is, if you want to see changes and you are focused that a physical matter will change another physical matter, it will take a long time. But if you focus that energy, which is your thoughts, because thoughts is electric energy, and you feel what you want, you focus on what you want, and you totally feel it, you start creating this electromagnetic field of energy, and this starts to bring towards you the experience or whatever the thing that you want towards you. But here is the thing, there is a rule called split energy. If you are thinking about something and you're hoping and praying for it, but at the same time you're thinking that this would never happen, I will never have this, you are calling for it and rejecting it at the same time. Pooh, it's canceling the effect. Split energy. It's never gonna work for you. So you need to totally believe in what you're hoping for, that it's possible for you, because everything is possible. There are experiments along history that they have been doing to prove that everything is energy and we are all connected to one another and to this universe. Like at the beginning, when they were trying to prove that there is a field, and they were trying to do this experiments like hundreds of years ago, to check if they could feel the wind. So there must be something where the air is moving, but there were days when they could never feel the wind, so they concluded, okay, there is nothing called, there is no medium, there is no field. But afterwards, when they improved the technologies and they could see the atoms and the photons, and they had a photon and they split the photon into two exact photons, and they made a distance between them 7 miles, and then they made some changes onto that photon, and guess what? The same exact changes that happened to that photon are the same exact changes that happen to the other photon without doing anything to it. Why? Because they are connected by a field of energy. So when we go back to this, that everything was connected and it split and we are all connected, this is how we affect each other and how we affect one another. So there is another rule called, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So for example, if there is somebody that kind of annoys you, if you keep thinking about this person all the time, you will focus on the fact that this person is annoying you, and whenever you see him, you will feel annoyed by him. But when you stop thinking about that, this will not happen, because you took your energy, your attention out of that person. And this goes to any other aspect in our lives. If you place your attention on something, you are placing your energy on that thing. When you wish for something to happen, when it's not just by wishing, there is another rule. Intention, your wish or your thought, your intent, plus elevated emotion, your feelings, equal creation. So thoughts, feelings, creation. Energy changes matter. Intent plus elevated emotion equal creation. Electric energy, magnetic energy, electromagnetic field of energy creates matter. It's not the other way around. Matter does not change matter. Energy changes matter. If you want something, stop focusing on what is not happening. Stop focusing on what you have at the moment. Only focus on what you want. Then this is where you are placing your attention. This is where you are placing your energy, and this is where your focus is, and this is where the energy goes to. So this is what draws the experience to you. It doesn't mean that you are a lazy person. No, there is also another rule called the law of least resistance, the path of least resistance. It's a limiting belief that if I can only have things if I work super hard for it. You don't exactly have to wipe the floors with you, like, so that you could have something in a super harsh way. You need to be smart and use the capabilities and the magical powers of you as a human to obtain the things that you want. So here's the thing. Most of us are going through our lives working by the Newtonian laws, the law of cause and effect. You are a receiver. If there is something, you react to it in that way. If there is something, you are just a receiver of life. But this Newton law of physics was when he discovered, or when he put those rules into lives, he was trying to set himself free from the ruling of the church that the solar system and everything is just controlled by the forces of God, and so that the scientific facts are not controlled by religion. He was trying to prove how the functionalities of our planet, the solar system, our bodies and everything. So yes, he attributed to us understanding things in a different way, more scientific way, but cause and effect doesn't apply to everything. because here comes the quantum physics, where it works by causing an effect. We are creators, not just receivers. We create our own life. So if we start applying quantum theory, quantum physics, quantum science into our lives, we start applying the fact. It's a fact. It's not hypothesis, it's not theory, it's not hopes, it's not fantasy. Energy changes matter. Your thoughts, your feelings change what is surrounding you. If you keep thinking that I can't, you never will. If you keep thinking whatever is not going to happen, it never will. But the moment you surrender, the moment you believe that there is a higher power, a higher intelligence, the source that is harmonizing all this universe as arranged and organized in this synchronicity and harmony as it is, the force and the higher intelligence that is synchronizing all your body all together in this amazing harmony. When you surrender to that force that is taking care of you, and your path will unfold in the best possible way to you, and you just focus on what you want, not what you don't have or what is going on at the moment, then magic will start to happen. You just focus on what you want and the solution will fall on the way. You don't focus on the how, you focus on the what. You don't focus on the where. You don't focus on the when. You don't focus on the how. You just focus on what you want. And then the doors to what you want will start opening up along the way. Sometimes the things we might call obstacles, for example, something goes wrong with the shop you just opened, like it blows or fire starts, or I don't know, your car you just bought, it just had an accident or whatever. All of those things we think of bad or obstacles, they are redirections in life. Doors that close so that you could go in another door and take the correct path for you. Just surrender to the process and focus on what you want. A very, 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 very important aspect is that to perceive the environment through the eyes of the source, which is us, which is unconditional love. Meaning is that if we are all the time living in the stress mode, if we are all the time living in this reactive mode, alert mode, like what's gonna happen in work, what's gonna happen in school, what's gonna happen at home, all the time you're worried and alert and analytical, all of this is affecting your functionality. We are not created to be in the stress state or the stress mode all the time. We have this option so that we could save our lives, but we have to come back to homeostasis in the relaxed form. If we are all the time in the stress or the alert form, we literally inhibit our immune system so that we are susceptible to pathogens, microorganisms, and the thing we call external environmental aspects that could make us ill. And this is the fact that we are making ourselves sick because we are inhibiting our immune system. But on the other hand, if we are paying attention, if we are not a victim of our surroundings, meaning of victim, meaning that we are not just reactive, we are not just because of that person, because of that situation, because of that place, this and this and this happened to me. If we choose how to react and we embody the feeling of unconditional love, we start having other reactions in our body. We start secreting oxytocin, dopamine, vasopressin, growth hormone. And here's when they come and tell you, What's happening to you? You look different. Are you in love or something? Well, yeah, you're in love with yourself. Your body is gonna secrete growth hormone. You will shine. Your skin will shine. Why? Because this is what you are emulating in your body. This is your biochemistry. This is the environment perceived within you. This is what you are interpreting to your body. So this is what your body is going to secrete. So in order for you to focus on what you want, you need to stop being analytical all the time. Yes, stop thinking for some time so that you focus on your desires. Stop thinking. Focus on your desire. We need to stop being in the stress mode all the time. Catch yourself on your limiting beliefs. Tell yourself, change, cancel, clear. I'm not that. I can do that. Cross the river. Be the new reality you're creating to yourself. Say to yourself, no, I am not that, I am that. Create who you want. If you want to be, if you like somebody so much, become him. If you want to become someone, start doing what you wish to become. Start doing. Take action. Hopes and prayers and wishes do not magically resolve things. Intent, emotion, creation. Thoughts alone, nothing. Feelings alone, nothing. Intent, emotion, creation. You are putting it in action, changing biology, changing biochemistry, changing yourself, literally killing your old cells. You might feel a bit uncomfy. Why? Because your cells are dying of the old self. You are creating and generating new cells of your new personality. You are not you anymore, literally. When people see you, you look different. Is there something wrong with you? You are not being you. Yes, you are not you. And don't let this stop you from crossing the bridge. You are not you, and that's what you are becoming. You are a total new different person. Every single day, millions and millions of cells are shed through dying skin, hair, nails from your body. You are being regenerated every single day. Your body comprises 50 trillion cells. You are not an entity. You are a community. You are a super organism. You are not living alone here. You are a super community. You are a super human. And this is acknowledged by the scientific community. So treat yourself as a community. Do not connect with yourself. Speak to yourselves. Speak to your microbiome. Those microorganisms that are living in you, you are not living in there alone. You are a world on your own inside of you. Connect with yourself, connect with the source, be loving to your body, be loving to what is surrounding you. And then you will start feeling this harmony and love to yourself and everything what is outside of you, and you will draw your experience to you. Energy changes matter. Intent plus elevated emotion equal creation. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. Remember that. This was my message for today. I hope it will make a difference. And I hope we could open our hearts and minds to how capable, potent, and invincible we are. Talk to you soon.